Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of On the Range in the A-10C Warthog. And today I'm going to finish this initial look at the CCRP bombing mode, and there is a lot more to go over on CCRP, but at some point some of the symbology for a safe escape and making sure that you're in the proper parameters for fuse arming and out of the fragmentation pattern of the weapon, at some point that symbology has kind of disappeared on me. But I'll be able to go over all that stuff, and it will make a lot of sense when I show it in the CCIP bombing mode. But for now, I'm going to close this one out by showing a different technique that you can use to align yourself with the target and get the bomb on the target while maneuvering around a little bit. Now, in the videos up until this one, my technique has been to come around and align the ASL with the PBRL at a pretty good distance out. I get them aligned, and then I fly straight and level towards the target and release from there. That's not always going to be what you want to do, because you want to have the aircraft moving around, especially if you're getting shot at, and you're not always going to have a situation where you're going to be able to pick up the target and fly straight and level and get everything lined up perfectly. But luckily the aircraft is going to help us out a little bit with that, because of the nature of the PBRL, the predicted bomb release line, and what the PBRL actually does. And I'll come back around for another setup. And keep in mind as I do this one that the aircraft is going to compensate for bank angle and G-loading. So as long as you're making smooth control inputs and putting smooth G-loading on the aircraft, the CCRP symbology is going to adjust based on what the aircraft is doing. So you can be in the bank and you can be pulling G's, and that's important when you're trying to get a bomb on target while maneuvering around. Okay, for example, I have a target out here to my left. I'm going to bank into the area, and the key here is going to use the PBRL for its intended purpose. All that I really need to do is align the PBRL with the solution queue, and as long as I'm in a steady bank and a steady G loading, with the PBRL aligned with the solution queue like you saw there, the solution queue is going to track down the PBRL. That's what the PBRL and the solution queue, that's what they do. That's why they're there. So you don't have to do it from straight and level, although straight and level does simplify the problem a little bit. So let me make a quick demonstration here, and I'll come back around on that target, and we'll just say for, just for demonstration purposes, that I have some enemy AAA out there firing at me. So I want to stay predictable in the air and only roll in on the target when I'm sure that it's time and I'm sure that I want to actually expose myself. So okay, I'm out here kind of moving the aircraft around. I've got the target out there to the left. Now I see that it's time to roll in. I'm going to do this from a level delivery, but I'm going to roll around. I'm going to depress my weapons release switch, align the solution queue with the PBRL, and get the release, and then get out of the area, continuing to move the aircraft around. So you saw that time that I did not have to stay straight and level. Hey, that's right on target. See, I was kind of worried about that because I very rarely do this. Usually if I'm down this low level, I'm using CCIP. But I think based on that result, I might use CCRP a lot more. So let me come around one more time just to prove that was not a fluke. And again, the key back there was that I aligned the PBRL with the solution queue, and it doesn't matter what bank angle you're in, it doesn't matter what G-loading you have on the aircraft, as long as you keep them aligned, the solution queue is going to track down the PBRL. So let me come back around one more time just to prove that wasn't a fluke. Okay, lining up on the target, I'm acquiring it out there. I'm going to keep the aircraft moving around just in case I do start to pick up some small arms fire. I'm not predictable in the air. I'm just going to come in from a level delivery again, up at about, 1,700 feet, and release on the target. So, okay, looking for the target. Okay, I've got it out there to the left. I figure, okay, now's about the time I want to roll in. So I come in, I'm going to depress and hold the weapons release switch. I'm going to align the PBRL with the solution queue. I'm going to maintain this bank angle and G loading. The bomb releases, and then I'm off the target. Let's see how this one does. Okay, right on target. So there you go. It doesn't always have to be from high altitude. It always doesn't have to be from a straight and level delivery. You can move the aircraft around as long as you give yourself enough time to set up You know, kind of like I did there. I had about 5 seconds to release when I was finally set up. I lined the PBRL with the solution queue, and tracked the solution queue tracks right down the PBRL, and the bomb releases. So it's as easy as that. So thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll be back with more on the range videos. I'm not sure what the topic is going to be next time, but we'll see. It'll be something relatively interesting, I'm sure. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.